Hello!
Hello! Okay, if you're wondering why the video is so grainy, it's because I have to do this on my laptop because the
camera's dead.
I can't find my camera charger, so the battery's dead and fuck off. Okay, first of all, we are hammered as hell. We finished 2 of these. Look.
Did we?
Almost. Well, we finished almost 2 of these. We finished 1 of this. Okay, so Justice League, as promised. Ready? 3, 2, 1. On the count of 3. What did you think of it? It was
just alright.
It was alright. Shit!
Yeah.
Guys.
Thor was better.
Thor was definitely better.
Sorry,
if you have
DC.
to see it,
I love DC
if
shows.
you have to see a superhero movie, please go see Thor instead of his film.
I've said this on the channel before. I like DC TV shows. Movies?
Okay, and I'm gonna try.
Except for Wonder Woman.
I'm gonna hold this up here.
Here, we'll both hold it.
And
then just do that. Yeah.
There we go. Hey, everybody.
All right.
Hey, Charles. Hey, Knife Ink. I'm sorry I'm drunk. I know. You have such a high standard. I'm so shit. I don't know why you bother following me or praising my videos. God, I don't deserve you.
So the movie.
Okay. So, if you're looking for a very exposition-heavy, very talky movie, this is the one for you. But that is not at all how movies work. You know, there's a myth out there in Hollywood that Zack Snyder would make the perfect art director. It's not true. It is not true at all. 100% is not true. First of all, I heard about this. Here, you hold that. Please take the whole weight of it. I'm going to drink while I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So,
that's better. There we go.
Thank you. So, there's a rumor out there that Zack would make... Uh-oh. Look at that.
What? We had trouble opening this today, too. There. Everything's fine.
No bottle has ever kept me out of it.
Anyway.
And I'm a fucking drunk, as you guys know. Give me a second. Hang on. Wait. Okay, now I'm ready to review it.
Okay. I'm good, and I have no hands anyway.
Here, I'll hold it, you drink. I'll hold it, you drink.
No, I'm good. No.
Okay, whatever. Fine.
I got a lot.
I don't know why she hangs out with me. I'm a terrible influence on her. So, this film, story-wise, is so expositionally poor, and yet they don't know how to tell. Zack Snyder doesn't know how to tell a story, and I can say that honestly. Every single piece of exposition is just front-loaded to you, and then every single scene after that is chop. It's very choppy.
Some of it didn't make a lot of sense, really. Why did this have to be?
What did I miss when I had to pee? Please tell me.
I don't remember.
Because I know there was a big exposition scene. I forgot when Batman and...
I legit don't remember.
See, there's a whole scene with Superman. Spoiler alert. Henry Cavill is not in this movie, but Superman is. So...
When you see that Henry Cavill's name comes up second, you know they're going to revive Superman. Come on now.
You know, there were such high hopes that Green Lantern or Parallax or one of the other superheroes would come in this. Because we all heard that Henry Cavill was D-O-N-E done with this franchise.
Really?
Yeah, that's what we had. But apparently,
he's not done.
Apparently the paycheck was big enough, or the girl was young enough, or the guy was young enough. He's gay. He's gay. I remember that. Henry Cavill swings for the other team.
He's the one who saves the day of this. They were all screwed until Superman came along.
And you want to know something? That really retcons it, because you want to know something? It was a struggle up until Superman got there, and then it was ta-da.
Though I did like, there's a little scene at the end where he's racing the Flash, which is cool. But if you want to see a good version of that, please, I beg of you, watch the Flash and Supergirl crossover where they race.
No. I can do you one better. If you want to see a good version of that, watch the animated version where they have a half-an-hour episode.
Or that.
Where the Flash actually officially races Superman, and they do it that way.
That's good too.
Okay, so reviewing this film. We knew it was going to be terrible from the beginning. And here's the reason
low expectations.
The reason we knew it was going to be terrible from the beginning was simply this. They released multiple trailers. The first trailers were dark and gritty. The second trailers were, oh, awesome, it's going to be so action-filled and
I think Zack Snyder's movies like...
Molly Maxon and got Coca-Cola. She's got all that stuff, right?
I'll take the music.
The awesome Aerosmith soundtrack doesn't appear until the very end of the film.
I'll give it that. The music was fine.
It's a well-known fact that I am not musical and I do not like music at all. But here's the one thing. I know that the Aerosmith cover from Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is a better cover of the Beatles song than the one that the Beatles sang. You can come and fight me on that, right? You can fight me on that in the comments. I don't give a shit. But here's the thing. They didn't even put that in the movie. At the very least, Suicide Squad had the goddamn decency to put the trailer music in the film.
I have an itch. There we go.
Right? Suicide Squad had the goddamn common courtesy to put the trailer music in the film. They opened with the Animal House's House of the Rising Sun. You want to know something? I am so glad. 2 Trailer Park Goes go round the outside. They, at the very least, had the common courtesy to put the music in the film.
I have no complaints about the music.
Nothing. I do not understand why this is an 89% from film lovers on Rotten Tomatoes. The viewers love this film. The critics hate this film, and I understand why they hate this film. This film is so poorly made.
I was a little bored in between parts. I was only here for the Wonder Woman and the Flash, let's be honest, but yeah.
You know what?
Because they were fine.
I was so willing to give this thing a chance, but I'll admit I was prejudiced because of a post that was on Facebook. You remember? I'm sure that all of you have seen this. There's a post on Facebook about how the Amazons, their armor had been changed, and you want to know something? It was right. It was Look, when they were shutting those gates, it was abtacular, and you want to know something? That's great fapping material. But here's the thing. Other than that, the Amazons don't play a factor in this film. Other than that, the Atlanteans don't play a factor in this film.
One scene.
The whole story, right? The whole story we're given that every single tribe of humanity and the Atlanteans and the Green Lanterns and the Amazonians.
That's just man, really.
Right? When everybody had to come together to defeat these people, right? And then just the Justice League alone is able to defeat these people.
Well, really, it was Superman, but anyway.
You know what? I have a rule. Never give Zack Snyder money. I've given Zack Snyder money on this case. Take my advice. Give Zack Snyder no money. He needs to be fired from Hollywood because you know what? He's not a competent director. He's not a competent art director. He has no ability to do continuity within story, structure, or film. Everything he does is extremely choppy, and the story is always very front load some exposition and then pull it back and then some action and then exposition, action. That's great when you're doing a 300 film, right? Because that's very Greek, right? That's very Greek style, which is a lot of hard sex, a lot of hard fighting, a lot of very exaggerated everything. That's great for something like the story of the 300. And you want to know something? If there's a 300 part 3 coming out where they do the Battle of Plataea, because they already did the Battle of Salamis, they already did the Battle of the 300 at the Hot Gates. They got to do the Battle of Plataea. Who knows? Maybe they do 300, the Rise of Alexander. I don't know, right? That would be great for that, right? Snyder has a very specific, very good goal there, right? He's very good at those at that. He's not good at making much else. He's like M. Night Shyamalan in that particular sense. Shyamalan has a very specific style of film that he does, and he does very well. He does very small, intimate films very, very well. But even now, he doesn't do that very well anymore because he's still trying to show that he's artistic. No, stop it. Right? Here, I'm going to help you hold this because clearly your hand's getting tired.
I'm like, oh, don't drop it while you sleep. Again, we're doing this at like midnight. Past midnight.
Oh, yeah, this is a true midnight review. So here's the thing. Snyder is incompetent at this film. The story is hodgepodge at best. There's no reason to invest in the characters. Other than the fact that this is a very, very, very cool movie.
Yeah, here's what I suggest. Were cool, but
wait for this movie to come out online and watch the Russian version. Because you get just as much out of not hearing anything in English as you would. All the trailers are better than this film. Every single one of these trailers are better than this film. And the reason is because the trailers at the very least can tell a coherent narrative from start to finish. Whether it be Aquaman. Here's the Aquaman. He clearly doesn't like Batman. Batman has to convince him. Then he comes and he joins the Batman. There's nothing like that in the film. Aquaman just shows up.
Yeah.
Aquaman just shows up out of nowhere and decides, you know what? I understand why...
Fuck it, I'll help you guys. Yeah.
I understand why Aquaman showed up. There was a threat to Atlantis, and Miss Boobs told them, look, look, you need to go and save the human world. And he goes, I need one thing from you. And what did I turn and tell you? I don't know how your virginity helps us.
Oh, that's right. You were laughing.
Like clearly he wants to bang her. What did he take from her? Tell me honestly. Did you see anything?
They didn't really. This movie's long, and yet we didn't really get
too much. This movie is long and pointless, and the only point of this film is to bring Superman back into the franchise so they can say, see, look, it's a complete justice. I know.
Okay, like what? We have signal lights going, and I'm very confused. It's okay, we're almost.
Don't worry, I'll edit this in post. Sorry guys, I hit the wrong button by accident. Here, I'm locking this thing so that we don't turn off by accident. Okay, so there we are.
We're drunk. No, I mean
I'm drunk. She's fine.
Get there.
Ginger liquor. Anyways,
I'm more sleepy.
My point is this: the whole battle of the Amazonians was awesome. So passes the House of Amazon. I'm sorry to see them go. I mean, I know there's like 1,000 others of them, but here's the thing: the Amazons never factor into this. The Atlanteans never factor into this. What was the point of Wonder Woman bringing up the fact that they needed all the Amazons and all the Atlanteans and all the heroes of humanity and the Elder Gods? Artemis, look, girl, you and I are cool. Me and Athena, fuck you for what you did to Medusa, right? I'll say that now, I'll say that forever. Medusa was innocent. You let Poseidon rape her in your temple. I'm not cool with that, right? And then you turned her into a fucking Gorgon. I'm not cool with that shit. You sleep forever as far as I'm concerned. I have words for you, and we'll talk about that in another episode. But even so...
Staying on target?
Right? Staying on target. Look, when Artemis showed up in the first battle, I was so happy to see her.
Yeah, for a moment. For about a moment.
The villain was pointless.
Yeah.
The story was pointless. The heroes came together.
Yeah, they were. I mean, you like them. They're likable. You don't hate them. You want them to win, but
even so, there's no coherence in this film.
It's just a really weird story
whatsoever. There's no coherence in this film. The art direction is weird. I cannot honestly think of a reason why anyone should see this film. I cannot think of a single reason, other than the fact that it is a DC film.
Good action sequences and effects, but other than that,
no, I will not say the action sequences are good, and here's the reason why.
Lots of slow-mo, though. Too much slow-mo for me.
Okay, the slow-mo is one thing,
I get what they're trying to do, but really...
That's a Zack Snyder signature, right? The slow-mo is one thing. But the action sequences themselves are so completely pointless, and they drag on for so long. Why? You have nothing here. At the very least, in Thor Ragnarok, the action sequences were worth watching because they did something called character development. We know who all these characters are. Like, I had no idea who the fuck Cyborg was, right? I could have spent a lot more time on his backstory. I know who Wonder Woman is.
Yeah,
I know who Batman is. Who doesn't know who Batman is? Right? With a couple of page one rewrites, you could have made this a very, very, very good film. This was the perfect opportunity to bring in the Green Lantern. Like, several trailer scenes were not even in this. Like, that whole thing with Alfred going, he said you'd come. That didn't happen.
Oh, that's right.
I can guarantee you.
We all figured who that would be, like, what it meant. Superman.
We all knew it was Superman. Who were you fooling? Who did you think would fall for this shit?
Yeah.
There is no reason skip this one. Skip this one and wait for the next Wonder Woman movie. Because you want to know something?
Wonder Woman was the best DC movie there ever was.
What's the name of the director? I said Peter Jensen.
Patty Jenkins, I believe?
Patty Jenkins.
I know her first name's Patty. Correct?
Fire Zack Snyder.
Please
hire Patty Jenkins.
She and Gal, please.
Whatever money, right? Whatever contract that you have with Zack Snyder, tear it up. Tear it up. What? You don't owe him anything. What do you owe Zack Snyder? It's like, what does the film industry owe Adam Sandler? Right? What does the film industry owe Will Ferrell? Not a fucking thing. If these guys were good, competent directors that made films that were worth seeing, that were worth rewatching, sure, right? Go ahead. Keep giving them money, right? Now, I will not lump Michael Bay into that category. Not because he's not a shit director. He is, right? I've seen shit by Uwe Boll that is better directed, right? I'll defend Lucy before I defend Transformers. But you want to know something? I honestly believe, in my heart of hearts, I honestly believe not Zack Snyder, I want to say Dan Carlin, but that's not it. Why did I forget his name? I just said it. Michael Bay. I honestly believe in my heart of hearts that Michael Bay is trying to break his contract. Michael Bay is saying, how shit can I make these films before they break my contract? You want to know something? You guys keep giving him money. And fuck it, he goes, fuck, you stupid motherfucking idiots. What the hell? Stop paying money for this shit. I honestly believe in my heart of hearts that and that's not any favoritism towards Michael Bay. I think his films are shit too. But I honestly believe in my heart of hearts that he's trying to break a contract with Warner Brothers, whoever it is that puts out his films. He's like, look, if I can make one movie tank, if I can make one movie so bad that it tanks, they have to cut me loose, and then and only then am I able to save my whatever's left of my career. Oh man, please stop watching Michael Bay movies. Don't watch Uwe Boll. Hey. Do not anything by Zack Snyder. Avoid like the fucking plague. Can we please get the director of Wonder Woman back? Oh man,
she's amazing.
This put its foot in it so hard, I can't even.
So to sum up, I guess, if you like superheroes in DC, go see the movie. If not,
no, if you like superheroes in DC,
watch the shows.
Skip this movie. Don't bother watching.
The TV shows, watch them. But
guys, I'm sorry I'm so drunk, but even so, even a drunk man can coherently say why this film is terrible, which is more than Zack Snyder can do to convince you why this film is good. That should be a sign to you, right? That should be a sign to everybody. That if a drunk person can tell you why this film is shit, a sober person can't tell you why it's good. Avoid it like the plague. I'm sorry, Christina. I know you like Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman too. Gal Gadot is a fucking hero. You want to know something?
Grant Gustin is the Flash for me.
Look, Gal Gadot is great as the Wonder Woman. Yeah. I mean, what she did...
She was fine.
What she did to fire that asshole who sexually harassed her...
Yeah, way to
earlier,
go.
You know what?
Good girl.
I don't care what side you're on. Democrat, Republican, fuck it. If you molest women, if you molest children, if you lock women in a room and jack off in front of them, Louis C.K., I love you. But you know what? I knew that for years. And Mark Maron, Sarah Silverman, all your friends who are saying, you know what, we didn't know shit about this and we believed you. Fuck you. You knew that this was the case. Louis C.K. was always a creepy motherfucker. It was only because he was smart and funny that we let him get away with that shit. We let him get away with 6 women. 6. And those are just the ones that came forward. Right? We let him get away with 6. I let him get away with 6. I knew this for years. And when he finally confessed, I'm like, you know what? Good.
Okay,
good.
Come back. Good. Sum up on movie. Huh?
No. I'm done summarizing. I've already said shit.
Okay.
Listen. I don't care what side that you are. Democrat, Republican. If you do not disavow pedophiles and rapists, you're on their side. Because you want to know something? If a woman comes to you, if a child, if anyone comes to you and says, look, this person went and did this X, Y, or Z to me, unless they fully went out and raped them without a condom, what evidence do you have outside of the fact that they have that story? If 15 people come together with the same fucking story, is that not evidence? Is eyewitness testimony? I'm sorry, I'm ranting, but even so, this is important. You're getting my political opinion on this. I know I don't do political corners often. I know, you have an audit tomorrow, but even so.
Yeah,
this is important. Women in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Look, if you do not pay credence when people claim to be sexually assaulted, you are supporting the person who did the sexual assault. I know that I'm building a lot of stuff there, and I know there's a lot that occasionally people do go and claim that stuff, but you want to know something? It's a heinous crime, and if people do say that, you should believe them. So kudos to Gal Gadot for getting that fucker fired. Batman, look, Ben Affleck, I heard what you did. I don't like it. You're still a good Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I disavow you on what you did to those women.
I have no complaints about the Justice League characters, really. Everybody did fine.
Okay, I think we're done here. Avoid this film like the plague. because this is not a film worth seeing. Never, ever, ever.
Wait till it comes out if you really want to see it. Just don't spend money.
No.
Don't spend money on it. Is my point.
Here's what you do: wait until this movie hits the internet, which is in about 5 minutes, and then go and watch it there. Get a whole bunch of friends, watch it on your box, right? Get your box together, watch it. Riff this thing to hell. Like, you want to know something? It is not worth seeing in theaters. I cannot in good conscience recommend this movie. And
right.
I think that's it.
That's it for now.
You guys got a political corner. You got Christina here, the technical producer, right? Twice in a week. She's coming back. She's coming back in 12 days to review that Indian film that's really, really good. She promised that she was going to go see
I said I would go.
50 Shades of Grey with me.
Well, there's that too, so look forward to that.
50 Shades Freed with...
I've never seen the first two, so that'll be fun.
I have seen the first two.
That'll be fun.
They're both terrible.
We'll get two different points of view for that.
That company really knows how to make a trailer, even though we know that those films are terrible.
Woo!
All right, so...
Before I drop this thing, yes.
Okay, before you drop this thing, don't worry, I'm going to take it from you. Okay, anything you want to say before we peace out?
Not really. We covered it all. Just this movie was all right, but you don't need to waste money on it. It's not...
I thought exactly. All right, guys, that was the full... Even the cinematography was off. This film was too dark. I got these things.
That's DC for you. Again, watch the shows, people. Watch the shows. Here, wait.
Can you hold this 1 second for me? Just 1 second? Just 1 second.
That's what we think of that.
That's what we think of that. I think I've made my point, Node.
We'll see you in the next video.
Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, now it's touched. There we go. Stop.